WNOS 1450 AM and W272EK 102.3 FM, licensed to New Bern, North Carolina.
I'm Dr. Kyle Harner from Carolina Arthritis Center. Are joint pain and stiffness holding you back? At Carolina Arthritis Center in Greenville, we're here to help you move forward. Our board-certified rheumatologist and trained nurse practitioners specialize in diagnosing and treating inflammatory arthritis, lupus, osteoporosis, and other autoimmune conditions. With on-site lab testing, digital x-rays, bone density scans, and infusion therapy, we provide comprehensive care all under one roof. Since 2001, we've been committed to personalized, compassionate care for patients across Eastern North Carolina. Take the first step towards better health today. Call Carolina Arthritis Center at 252-321-8474, 252-321-8474, or visit carolina-arthritis.com. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins.
Yes, good morning, and welcome to another incredible episode of your favorite weekend show. This is Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio 107.5 FM and 1570 AM WECU. Yes, shout out to everyone listening to us on WNOS 102.3 FM and 1450 AM out in New Bern and surrounding areas. Yes. As always, it's your favorite weekend show. This is Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio, and this is your man, your favorite voice on the mic, the man with the juice, the man with the sauce, the man that I call Victor Ihuka. Yes, and as always, I have my guys and my goons, my amigos, AY and Patrick. And what's even better, we have a special guest in the building. Yes, so you know how it goes. We'll introduce ourselves. You know, AY goes first. Patrick does his something to the one to the something to the something, and then yes, Dr. Eric, you know, just say hello to the guys. I see you in the chat. Uchendu Njonye, the man with the sauce. Yes, the man with the sauce. I'm here. Yes, we have an exciting show packed for you. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Anyway?
Yes, good morning, Pitt County. Good morning to everyone listening to us this morning. We are so excited to be here. I am so excited to be here.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful Saturday morning, and this is Pitt Perspectives. This is your favorite Saturday morning show, and we are so ready for you this morning for a very, very amazing and wonderful show. So you have to reach out to all your friends, your families, your neighbors,
your
everyone
enemies
around you. Tell them that we are live and we're about to give you a wonderful show. Patrick, good morning.
Good morning. This is Patrick once again on the 1, the 2, the 3, the Awesome Radio. And yeah, it's an amazing Saturday morning, as I always say. I don't know if it's amazing today, but it's something. But yeah, I think we have a packed show. We have Dr. Noble in the building with us. So yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting show.
Yes, incredible stuff. Yes, so first of all, I'm trying to think about Dr. Eric just before he says something, you know, says hello. Dr. Eric is, and I don't use this word lightly, one of my favorite people at ECU because he's helped me countless number of times. And Patrick, do you remember when he came to the coffee hour one time and gave us his number? That was just incredible, you know. But he said we shouldn't call him around 11 or something. Yeah, I remember that vividly. And it made a huge impression because I remember Dr. Z would always tell that story, you know. But that's how very helpful he's been. Dr. Eric, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
It is great to be here. It is a wonderful pirate morning going on in Eastern North Carolina with Pirate Fest going on today.
Yeah, Pirate, come on, one time for Pirate Fest. Yeah, come see real pirates, though.
And I think the exact thing I said to everybody was make sure you call me if it's an emergency. Text me anytime. Because if you call me, my wife knows that I'm working and I get in trouble. But if you text me at like 1 in the morning, I'm going to write you back at 1:05. Right? So it's always about connecting, being available to our students, to the community, and really appreciate all that you guys do.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, we have a packed show. But what? First things first, guys. How's yours week been?
It's been a very,
Yeah,
very
the semester is rounding up, right?
it's been very busy. We have to submit assignments, submit papers, get
Yeah.
ready for exams. It's just been
Then why
work.
he's doing a PhD, so
Yeah.
What's up, Gen Z?
See that,
It's been
James.
busy.
That's-
I had one exam this week.
Okay.
It wasn't too bad. It was linear algebra, so it was good. Computer stuff. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, Uchendu Junior is asking why pair our guest with Gen Z.
We'll
Is
get
it
into
is
that
it a
later.
setup? Yes, actually, it's a setup. Yeah, he's trying to get his machine to come up. Yes. Yes, it's been an amazing time so far. This is still Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio Network. As always, we bring you our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis. When we get back, please don't touch the dial. It's still Pitt Perspectives, and shout out to everybody who's listening across social media. Uchendu Junior, we see you, all our folks from Abba Storytelling Hangout. It's still Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio. See you after the break. Boom.
I'm Dr. Kyle Harner from Carolina Arthritis Center. Living with arthritis or joint pain doesn't have to limit your life. At Carolina Arthritis Center in Greenville, we're Eastern North Carolina's only private, single-specialty rheumatology clinic dedicated exclusively to your joint health. Our experienced team offers comprehensive care all under one roof. From consultations and joint injections to on-site laboratory, X-ray, bone density testing, and our specialized infusion suite. No more running around to multiple locations for your arthritis evaluation. When you need expert rheumatology care, choose the specialist who focus solely on conditions like yours every single day. Carolina Arthritis Center, where your mobility and comfort are our main priority. Call 252-321-8474 or visit carolina-arthritis.com to schedule your consultation today. Again, that number is 252-321-8474. Carolina Arthritis Center.
Where your journey to health begins.
I am Miss Mary Cox. I'm Keller Pippin's mother from Awesome Radio.
Awesome Radio. Yes, awesome. Awesome. Can you feel it? Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, good morning. You're still on to Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio Network, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from right here in Eastern North Carolina. Yes, and as always, it's Victor, AY, and Patrick. And we have a special guest in the building. We have Dr. Eric Noble. Dr. Eric is the Associate Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs at East Carolina University. Yes, and he will be chopping it with us this morning. I see you, Drew Precious, in the chat. Oh, welcome, everyone. Glad joining this event. Yes, we're glad to have you, too. So, first things first, we're going to get to our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins. What do we have, guys?
Yes, our first news here this morning says Greenville and GUC approve 3.25% pay raises for public employees.
Yes, the Greenville City Council and Greenville Utilities Board approved a planned 3.25% raise increase for public employees for the upcoming fiscal year, along with adjustments to keep salaries competitive with the market. Officials said budget limitations prevented a larger increase, even though many comparable organizations are offering around 4% raises. City leaders also approved changes to ensure workers are paid at least 5% above minimum salary ranges identified in a compensation study. The changes will cost the city nearly $1 million in additional payroll expenses and over $293,000 for GUC. Officials praised days of work to keep local salaries competitive, saying Greenville now sits close to market averages for public sector pay. Council members also expressed appreciation for employees and acknowledged the financial challenges facing the city. Yes, moving on.
We also have Pitt County schools leaders raise concerns about growing teacher burnout.
Yes, Pitt County school leaders say teacher burnout is becoming a growing concern as schools face staffing shortages and the possibility of larger class sizes due to expected state funding cuts. Board members say teachers are overwhelmed by increasing responsibilities, administrative tasks, and student behavior challenges. Leaders discuss possible solutions, including reducing non essential duties, involving more volunteers, and pushing state lawmakers to reconsider additional training mandates placed on educators. Superintendent Steve Lassiter said district leaders are working with principals and teachers to identify ways to ease workloads and better support staff. Yes, moving on.
Yes, moving on. Pitt County hosting its first ever Spring Discovery Fair on April 28th.
Yes, Pitt County will host its first ever Spring Discovery Fair on Tuesday, April 28th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Office Park Cultural Arts and Recreation Center in Greenville. The free event is designed to promote wellness, recreation, seasonal safety, and community engagement for local residents and Pitt County students in grades 3 to 5. The event will include sports activities, bike safety education, touch a truck experiences with emergency vehicles, weather safety information, mosquito control displays, and local food vendors. County leaders say the fair is an expansion of the annual holiday safety fair and aims to encourage families to stay active and connected in the community. Yes, in our final news of the day, guys.
In our final news, we have Pitt County Animal Services announced low-cost rabies clinic for pets on May 2nd.
Yes, Pitt County Animal Services will host a drive-through rabies vaccination clinic for dogs and cats on Saturday, May 2nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Pitt County Health Department in Greenville. Vaccinations will cost $10 for the first 200 pets and no appointments are required. Officials remind residents that North Carolina law requires cats and dogs older than 4 months to be vaccinated against rabies. Pet owners must bring valid photo identification, keep dogs leashed, and transport cats in carriers during the drive-through process. Yes, that's all we have for you today on our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins. Yeah, shout out to Carolina Arthritis Center for always supporting, for always showing love. Yes, I see you, Blessing Wakama in the chat. Blessing from Abba Storytelling Hangout here. Yes, Blessing, we see you. Thank you for joining us. You are welcome to the show, Dr. Eric. Yes, Blessing Wakama is saying you're welcome to the show, Dr. Eric. Yes, but one thing, Dr. Eric's name is an Eric with a K and not a C. You know? Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure this is how the Eric in Nigeria is spelled. That's how we spell.
The Eric I know here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know Dr. Eric Wade?
Okay. Yes, Eric Wade. Yes.
Yeah.
What's in a name? That sounds European for sure.
It is. I've been in the United States for 9 generations.
Okay.
So my family's been here a long time, all from the Bronx.
Oh, wow.
Right. And so I'm the first one to get out of the Bronx. And
That is
it all came from about Austria, Germany, that area.
Whoa. So have you been to Austria, Germany?
I have not.
Oh, okay. Is
Right.
it on the bucket list or not?
Yeah, it is on the bucket list.
Oh,
but,
yeah?
there are a lot of places on the bucket list. So, we try to work through them slowly.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yes, Dr. Eric is like I said, the Associate Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs at East Carolina University. So it's amazing. It's a big deal to have him here too.
Yeah.
Back in Nigeria, getting an Associate Vice Chancellor on your show is a big deal.
Yeah.
So it's also a
Even
big
here
deal.
too.
Yeah, it is. So that's what I'm saying. It's universally
is,
true.
it
So
is.
we're excited to have you join us. Dr. Eric, I want to put you on the spot. Dr. Eric is actually an award-winning administrator because he just won an award, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, did you forget?
Yeah, no, a little bit. You're right. It's been a busy week.
Oh,
as
yeah.
you've all said. Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
the,
caught him off guard.
the Association of Student Governments for the
Yes.
state of North Carolina give out an award every year for the #1 student advocate in the state. Wow. And they nominated me, and I won the award. So that was
That's amazing.
wonderful.
Come on, one time for Dr. Eric. Yeah. Yes. And it may interest you to know, too, and not to take anything away from your shine. we also have another award-winning person here because I won the Creed Award for 2023.
Yes.
Remember, and he nominated me for it. So I needed
For
to
2023.
Yes, I needed to put that on the record.
And that
too.
was, I think, our last Creed Awards because
Yes.
now the Creed has changed.
Oh wow!
Right, so we're adapting it in a few years to be something different.
Oh,
so
really? Wow.
You might have been the last winner of that.
Wow!
award.
Come
Yeah.
on, one time for the last for who? These guys are haters.
Come on.
Yeah, these guys are haters. I know it. Yes, but the only reason I raised that was because he nominated me from that award.
Oh,
So
okay.
and
Because I was wondering what's
yeah, they are haters. Don't mind them. Yeah. So that's
Hey, I didn't say nothing. It was the one that's talking. I didn't
yeah.
say
You
Guilt by association.
he does. Yes, and just in case you know, Patrick now has an old hair. You know, if a hair is 1 week old, it's now an old hair.
Hey.
Last week he made a new hairstyle. He went to a Dave concert.
Oh my god.
How was the Dave concert? I
was
saw you. He
amazing.
had a whole content on TikTok about the
Yes,
concert.
Oh, I did see that.
DC
Oh, you did
was
it?
amazing.
TikTok.
Yeah, it was my first time in DC.
Oh,
so,
really?
yeah,
Oh,
it was really good. It was. I would do it again. That's how good it was.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, even though the drive was so long and all that.
long.
Did you drive?
to DC?
Yeah, we drove. Yeah, 4 hours 30.
Yeah, 4 hours is not long now.
Well, it's not long if you drive the way Nick drives, and we had music bumping the whole way, so it was amazing. But it was DC is such a cool place. Super expensive, but such a cool place.
So did y'all go to the White House?
Yes, we did. We got to tour the White House. We couldn't go inside, but like we were right at the White House. Like
Did
right.
you see Donald Trump?
No, he was not in the White House
Oh.
when we were there.
They probably won't
He
allow
heard
you
Patrick
if
was
you-
coming.
That part too.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's your highlights? What's the
My highlight was the concert itself.
Okay.
It was so packed. Like we were in the GA section, so
what's GA general admission?
yes,
Okay.
and so we I was literally like 5 feet away from Dave, and yeah,
See, that's a big deal.
it is.
Yeah,
And
speak to your
going
mic. Yeah.
going lyric for lyric while he sang, it was great. Like in fact, he has such great crowd control that when a song comes on, he doesn't even get a chance to sing because
Oh,
we all
everybody
sing
else-
it.
oh,
Like
yeah.
everybody's singing it.
That's such an amazing experience. I
funny
think I'll
thing,
enjoy it.
so they had a DJ open for him. Show starts at 8. DJ comes in, does her thing. She was decent. Not the best, but decent.
Some say it's,
Yeah.
What do you know about DJ? Well, go ahead.
And then I mean, I've seen DJs before, and so then she goes off and they have a setup, and then they kind of build up to his coming in, and Dave comes in. I was in like we're going on a break.
Oh yes, don't touch the dad.
It starts with something small: a missed meal, a forgotten medication, a moment where you realize your loved one shouldn't be alone. And suddenly you're asking, how do I keep them safe without taking them out of the place they love most? At Adaptive Vital Care Solutions, we help families answer that question every day. With compassionate, personalized in-home care, we support your loved one with companionship, personal care, meal preparation, and the everyday help that brings peace of mind. Because home isn't just a place, it's where dignity, comfort, and independence live. Reach out to Adaptive Vital Care Solutions for your free consultation. 252-762-1633. Again, that's 252-762-1633. Or visit adaptivevitalcare.com. Adaptive Vital Care Solutions. Care that adapts to life wherever you are.
Awesome radio. Yes, awesome. Awesome. Can you hear it? Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, welcome back. In case you're just joining us, you're tuned into the best radio show east of the North Carolina. Yes, this is Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio Network, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from Eastern North Carolina to the rest of the world. And shout out to everyone who is listening across social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Yes, we see you. We appreciate you. Yes, we're still trying to get Patrick on video, you know.
I don't know what is going on today.
Yeah, but you can hear him too. You can hear him on the radio. Yes, everything is good. So, yes, today, as I told you all earlier, we're excited to have Dr. Eric in the building with us. And we have an amazing topic today. We're talking about leadership today. Loud or quiet? Are we too dependent on technology? So it's interesting because I remember when we were thinking about the topic, we got folks on both sides. So what I tried to do was to merge the two topics and make it work. So today we're talking about leadership. As you all know, some leaders are bold, visible, and outspoken, while others lead quietly and build impacts behind the scenes. At the same time, while all of this is going on, technology is changing how we communicate, make decisions, and influence people. Yeah, so today we're talking about what effective leadership looks like today. And we're also exploring whether being seen and heard is necessary to lead, or does the consistency of quiet influence, all of those things. So we have some questions today, as always. Our questions are: do you prefer a loud, visible leader or a quiet, steady leader? Do you prefer, and why? And do you think leaders rely too much on technology today? And the final question is: what makes a leader feel real and human to you? So, do you prefer a loud, visible leader or a quiet, steady leader, and why? Do you think leaders rely too much on technology today? Yes, technology is everywhere. And what makes a leader feel real and human to you? As always, our calling numbers are still 252-756-2008. 252-756-2008. If you're calling from abroad, if you're calling from outside the United States, all you just have to do is to add +1 to the number. So if you're calling from South Africa or Nigeria or anywhere else in the world, if you want to reach us on the show, you can call +1 252 756-2008. Yes, or you can drop us a comment on any of our social media. We'll get it right here: YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere you get the podcast or the radio show on. So yes, usually on the show, when I introduce the topic like this, I would go ahead and start from him. He's Nigerian, but someone mistook him for a Ghanaian on the show. So I'll either start with him, or I'll start over here. This guy he went viral a little bit on TikTok. He has that as one of his high points, and he's the resident Gen Z in the building. So if we need any expert opinion on the Gen Z culture, that's him. And then last week he had a new hairstyle. So we talked about the good life. So I'll usually start with him. But obviously I've been stuck with them for like a year, so I'm sort of tired of listening to them. So I say all that to say we'll start with you today.
Okay, great.
Yes. We'll start with you today. So we're asking folks, you're a leader on campus, and I've seen you visible.
Right.
So I'll go off on a limb and say you'd prefer a visible leader. Right, but yes, let's start. Do you prefer a loud, visible leader or a quiet, steady leader, and why?
I will say that I am a loud, visible leader.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I don't know about the loud, but I know visible for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely visible. And I think if you're going to lead people, people need to see you, right? But you can be seen and not be loud, right?
Okay, yes.
So loud
yes,
and
yes,
visible,
yes.
I think, can be separate.
Right.
You don't have to be
both
loud
and visible.
And visible,
Right.
So there are times where I think it's important for a leader to be visible. I think the leader should always be visible.
Okay.
Always. But there are times when the leader is visible and does not have to be the center of attention.
Right.
Doesn't have to be the one leading the conversation.
Right.
Can be engaged in the conversation to allow others to ask questions,
Right.
to engage in thoughtful dialogue, right? And it's important for that leader then to listen. Listen is a skill that is arguably not practiced as much as speaking.
Wow. So someone has been listening to you too. So Uchendu Jojo says, please, the questions again. Yes, the questions: do you prefer a loud, visible leader or a quiet, steady leader, and why? Do you prefer a loud, visible leader or a quiet, steady leader, and why? And then, do you think leaders rely too much on technology today? Do you think leaders rely too much on technology today? And then the last one is: what makes a leader feel real and human to you? What makes a leader feel real and human to you? You can drop your comments and you can also ask questions. Yes, we have Dr. Eric on the show. So, guys, you've had Dr. Eric. Do you have a question or do you have something to add to that?
Well, yeah, I will just pick it up from where he left off, talking about, a leader being visible.
Right.
And trying to separate it from being
Loud,
loud, actually. Yes. I think that it's important that a leader is visible because a lot of the people following will draw some inspiration from the leader, especially in tough situations where you need someone to, you need the leader to be there so that you can. Okay, I think we have a call.
We have a call on the line. Yes.
So I'll hold that thought.
Good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio, and this is Pitt Perspectives. Who do we have on the line?
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Who do we have on the line?
Yeah, you have Duru Precious on the line.
Who? Duru Precious.
Duru Precious.
Yes, Duru Precious. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Abia State, Nigeria.
Come on, one time for Abia State, Nigeria in the building. Yeah, one time. This is history right here.
I think this is our first
this is history right here.
We have local calls. Okay.
Yeah, so Duru Precious, you've entered the Pitt Perspectives Guinness Book of Records. Yes, you're the first international caller on the show. Yes, how is Abba doing this morning? How is Abia State doing? I think it's afternoon over there.
Wow.
How is Abia State doing?
Yeah, it's afternoon. Everywhere is cool. Everywhere is cool, though. Everywhere is cool.
Yes. Yes, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yes, great to hear you on the show. Yes, we're talking about leadership, loud or quiet. And we have the first question. Do you prefer a loud, visible leader or a quiet, steady leader? And why do you think so? So we have a couple other questions, but do you want to start with that?
Okay, yeah, I think I should go with that first.
Right.
Okay, most times people do not love loud leaders anyway.
Okay.
And I know why they do. Because one of the reasons is that they find them discouraging, given that the way they are always flamboyant and trying to address issues
Right.
publicly is not always encouraging. But I
Right.
think I also have a problem with those leaders who are very quiet. I
Okay.
think the best option there is a mix factor to balance things up. You understand?
Right.
Yeah. Thereby the leader is not quiet, neither the leader is loud. It is just in between.
That is amazing. Come on, that's a really, really great answer. Yes, Duru Precious talks about balance, having that balance between a loud and a quiet leader. Yeah, so the second one too is, do you think leaders rely too much on technology today?
Yes. I think there is technical issues or there is gain of knowledge recently. The problem is that we see people who are inexperienced, who by reason of appointment are opportunity to be there.
Right.
And because of such inability to have a depth of knowledge, they always try to initiate ideas on the surface level, and which is very wrong. A leader should be someone who is well in depth in terms of knowledge, so as to give caustics and reasons for such initiation of ideas.
Right. Right. That's amazing.
So
That's amazing.
most leaders lately are inexperienced.
That's amazing. Thank you, Duru Precious, for joining us from Nigeria. Come on, one time for Duru Precious. Yeah. Amazing stuff. Yes, have a good rest of your day, Duru Precious. That's amazing. Yes. It's going on in the chat. Esther Lama says, hello, everyone. Grace Cleaves. I think a visible leader should not be loud, but show great examples. Do you all agree?
Yes, I also feel like Drew Precious sounded like AY, but using Victor's choice of words. What? So I was like, wow, we are going on a break. So.
Yes, this is still Awesome Radio, and this is Stupid Perspectives. Don't touch the dial. We'll be back after the break. Boom.
Not every job changes lives, but this one does. At Adaptive Vital Care Solutions, our caregivers do more than provide support. They bring comfort, companionship, and peace of mind to families when they need it most. Whether you're a CNA, a nursing student, or simply someone with a heart for helping others, there's a place for you here. We offer flexible schedules, a supportive team, and the opportunity to do work that truly matters. Because sometimes the smallest moments, a conversation, a meal, a helping hand, make the biggest difference. Join a team that values compassion, professionalism, and purpose. Apply today at adaptivevitalcare.com. Again, that's adaptivevitalcare.com. Adaptive Vital Care Solutions. Care that adapts to life wherever you are.
Yes, welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this is Pitt Perspectives, and this is Awesome Radio Network. Yes, today on our Community Voices section, presented by Adaptive Vital Care Solutions. Yes, Adaptive Vital Care Solutions, care that meets you where you are. Yes, that's Duru Chandunjonye. Why is he sounding foreign? That's wow. Yes, you duke it out with him. Yes, bless and welcome message. Why technology can speed decision, character should guide decision. That's an interesting perspective. Yes, on our Community Voices section today, we're talking about leadership and we're talking about technology. We're asking folks, do you prefer a loud, visible leader or a quiet, steady leader, and why? And then, do you think leaders rely too much on technology? And then the final question, what makes a leader feel real and human to you? Yes, I'll come back to you, Dr. Eric, for the second question. Do you think leaders rely too much on technology? I'm sure Dr. Eric, the way I describe his work is he puts out fires. I think you've used those words too.
Right, yeah, I feel like a fireman,
he puts out fires. So what's a typical, a lot of times as students, we come into school, come into campus, do classes and leave. We don't get a sense of what goes on behind the scenes.
Right.
What's a typical, fire day or something? What's that look like?
Well, the one thing for sure is that there is no typical day.
Oh, okay.
Right. Because it's not a desk job.
Okay.
Right. So you don't know, you'll have meetings set up.
Right.
We have a call.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Yes. Good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio. This is Pitt Perspectives. Who do we have on the line?
Good morning. This is Uchendu Njoye.
Uchendu Njoye from Abakoma one time.
I think he was not asking if this is.
Yes. It was you that's asking if Duru is. Say that again.
I just heard Duru speak and I say, wow.
So you didn't recognize your friend's voice again?
I didn't recognize that young man's voice again.
Wow, I'm sure someone will be thinking you're sounding foreign too, listening to you right now. How is Abba doing today?
It's very cool. It's very, very good here.
That's amazing. It's interesting. We're talking about leadership and technology, but we're actually talking to someone in about 5 hours away, 5 hours ahead of us right now,
right,
and many thousands of miles across the world. And that's technology, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
I was about to say, what do you mean 5 hours away?
5 hours ahead. Yes, but Uchendu, you've been hearing, and I have to be careful with the time too, because they charge you in the moment too for international calls. Yeah, so it's expensive. So we appreciate hearing you guys on the show. Yeah, so the question is, do you prefer a loud, visible leader or a quiet, steady leader, and why?
Okay, I prefer a quiet leader, a leader who leads with action and consistency. A leader does not always need to be loud to be effective. Sometimes the strongest leadership comes from listening. You must not always be the one talking and speaking.
Right.
Yeah, so making wise decisions, staying calm under pressure, and creating results.
That's amazing.
Is what a leader is for me.
That's amazing.
While
yes.
visibility can help, visibility can help, but character and impact takes more. Is more than being visible.
AY is shaking his head here, so you must be sounding. Patrick, is he sounding like AY too?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so the second question, that's an interesting take too, Uche. Do you think leaders rely too much on technology today? I'm sure technology is everywhere too. I'm sure you use technology.
Yes, I think so. Have you been on LinkedIn lately?
Okay. Tell us about it.
It feels everything feels generic and robotic, like we are recycling content, recycling the same thing. You can predict what the next post of a company will be.
Right.
Yeah. So I feel like these days we are relying too much on this technology
Right.
to give us even speeches to generate our own thoughts for us.
Hmm.
And we are not beginning to sound like robots.
Wow.
There are no more emotions attached to what a CEO says.
Hmm.
Before, when CEO stands up to speak, you pay attention. But now I can predict what he will say and how it will end.
Hmm. That's a very.
So I think we are relying more on technology, and it is not helping us because there is no more emotions, there is no more connectivity.
That is a very interesting. I mean, your reason is very unique too, guys, because I didn't think that was where you were taking it, but that's a very amazing take. We'll get to that too, though. So, last question, final question before we let you go. What makes a leader feel real and human to you?
It's ability to relate to the situation at hand. It can relate to what is happening.
Ability to relate to the situation at hand. Yes, go ahead.
And still not be under pressure, not be pressure to attack or control, but understanding what is happening at the moment.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that does it for me.
Thank you, Uche. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us. Come on, one time for Uche. Yeah. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day. Yes.
So Victor.
Yes, go ahead.
I got some knowledge I want to drop.
Oh, okay. Do it.
Leaders do not make the technology. Technology does not make the leaders. Leaders make the technology.
Leaders
right?
make the
So
technology.
technology is a tool.
Right.
Yeah.
Just like on any other tool.
Right.
Right. And so this idea that you use technology too much or too little,
right,
it doesn't matter if you're a good leader. Good leaders will be exemplified, will be amplified with technology.
Okay.
Bad leaders will be amplified with
I
technology.
see.
So technology amplifies who you are,
right,
but technology does not make the leader.
Yeah. Right. I see. So that's almost like the same kind of things we say about money. Like money brings out who you are. That is interesting. Yes, Grace Cliff says, I have been trying to put a call across, but it's not going through. Or I'll drop my suggestion. Oh, wow. If you're calling from the US, you can get us on 252-756-2008. And if you're calling us from outside the US, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, anywhere in the world, you can get us on +1 252-756-2008 +1 252. Sorry.
Can you post the number in the comments?
Oh yes, that would be. I think it's on the
so
screen.
it's actually scrolling on the screen. I'll just add +1.
Yes, add the plus. That's you see, that's a great leader right there. Thank you for your leadership.
By the way, it's so funny that you talk about loud and leaders, right?
Yeah.
Because there is no louder student leader on campus than you.
Wow.
In a good way.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know how to think that, but thank you.
In a good way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, these guys are always turning the positives to the negatives.
Yeah.
So I always have to.
I know. I know. You're not used to hearing positive feedback.
Oh,
yes,
thank you. Thank you. That's good to know.
I don't know.
And I like that you're a person of credibility, because these guys have always been undermining me here every week, every AK market day.
Well, I was going to say maybe Patrick's haircut will make him a better basketball player.
Okay.
So my 15-year-old doesn't beat him.
Ooh. Whoa. Well, I'm glad you say that, because Patrick says he believes in himself a lot too, which is a great thing. Yes, Grace Cliffs, yes, you dropped the. Like I said initially, being loud does not mean you are visible. Being loud does not mean you are visible. Well, I don't know. Well, I hope you'll explain now. You said you posted something. Yes, the Nishika says, good morning, I can't speak. Both type of leaders have their place and can coexist. Okay, sometimes you need someone behind the scenes leading and fighting for the cause. Technology is growing every day, the Nishika continues. If you don't use it, you get left behind. I think that's closer to what you said.
Yeah, it's a tool, right?
Yes.
We have to use the tools that are ready, that are available to us to get the message out, to make sure that we're reaching people.
Right.
But those tools, especially things like electronic media, right?
Right.
Really do a good job highlighting very quickly if you're genuine, if you're fake.
Right.
As the caller said, right? They're just regurgitating things from the past.
Right. Okay. It's buzzing today. Yes. Who do we have on the line? Let's go. Good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio, and this is Pitt Perspectives. Who do we have on the line?
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Nigeria. This is Grace Cliff from Abia State.
Come on, one time for my Abba people. Yes, this is another record. This is the first female, the first lady, the first woman to call in from outside the United States. Yes, Grace, right?
Yes, Grace.
Yes.
So I said something. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
I said something about leaders not being loud, and leaders not being loud but being visible.
Right.
They are not the same. You know, if you're a leader, sometimes we think we need to make noise, we need to shout, we need to draw attention to ourselves before people can see us.
Right.
But seeing it from a different perspective, I think our works should speak for us as leaders. The things we put in place, the systems we have kept working, the development we have brought, and then the infrastructure we fix as leaders in a community or in a society or in an organization. The attributes we've, shown makes us visible, not actually our sound, how loud we are, how we shout. I know there are leaders who are loud, and we can't take that away from them.
Right.
But keeping it side by side, I think what makes leaders visible is not how much more we've heard their voices. I think it's how much more their presence has brought to us.
Amazing.
Then we also talked about the quiet and steady leaders. Those ones, they are also okay. Yeah. Then the second question there about leaders using technology.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I think technology is actually a tool that has come to us right now.
Right.
Like, we are moving from stage to stage, and we are in this stage where technology is in our presence, is on our faces.
Right.
Even if you decide not to use technology is there for you.
Right.
So I think leaders should rely more on technology to actually do their jobs. They should rely more on technology to reach out to the people they are leading. Like, I'm going to talk about X, former Twitter.
Right.
I think there we communicate with our leaders more. Some time ago, leaders are not on social media. They don't even know what to do. They don't even know how to use the technology words. They just come out and broadcast on the radio, and we go with it. But right now, they are relying on technology, even to also push the narratives they want us to believe about them, to also push the efforts they are putting and all that. So I think leaders should rely on technology.
That's a new take. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. The last question here, what makes a leader feel real and human to you? I think it is when a leader can put themselves in the shoes of the people they are leading. Not assuming that things are okay with the people they are leading, but being empathic, like seeing the world through the lens of the people they are leading. I think that's what makes a leader feel real and human to me. Thank you.
Yes, go ahead.
You know what's so great about what Grace is saying?
Okay.
Is that leaders, and we have this problem in the world, right? Need to spend more time lifting up others more than they lift up themselves. Right? And I think that's kind of what Grace is talking about.
Right.
This concept of leaders to be impactful need to understand the people, the organizations that they represent. Lift those up with their powerful voices, with the tools available to them, instead of just lifting up themselves.
Right. That's amazing. Yes, amazing, Grace. Hey, thank you for listening. I'll tell you something, but you gotta listen to it on the chat so your airtime doesn't get through. All right, come on, one time for Grace. Yes. Have a good rest of your day.
Clearly, the women are much more articulate than the men. The men's opinions were important, right? But the men's opinions were like, well, let me think about this. She got on. She knew every question. She knew exactly what she was going to cover. She knew exactly what she wanted to say. That's why we need more women in leadership.
That is incredible. Yes, that is some Thoughtfulness. Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say if there was a debating club, I'm having Grace on my on my team. Yes, you know how like in school, in high school, you used to have like debating clubs. Yes, that was amazing, Grace, and I think you could resonate a lot with what she was saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Too. Especially you're a fan of X.
So I was going to actually talk about what Uchendu was talking about when he mentioned I think he mentioned LinkedIn in the
right.
And I was actually just smiling there because just this week I thought about the exact thing.
Oh, okay.
I was on LinkedIn earlier in the week and I was just there was a post and I read the post and I read the comments and I'm like, what's going on? Why is everybody sounding robotic? Like you could somebody's giving a comment and is saying things like, oh, this is great. It's not just this, but it is. And everybody was sounding the exact. I'm like, I can tell that this is not you talking. This is some chatbot response. Like, why is everybody sounding the exact same way? So I think that's where Uche was coming from. Like, you can actually use technology, but let your whatever it is you have, let it show.
Right. Don't be genuine.
Be genuine, right?
Yes.
Don't allow technology to take your place. Don't let technology take over what you're supposed to be. Right. Let it be an enhancing tool rather than it replacing you as a leader. That I think that's what Uche was trying to say.
And Dr. Eric was talking about that amplification. So in this case, technology amplifies that genuineness or lack thereof. That's interesting too. I mean, not to say about the post too, the whole I'm excited to share. It's my honor to it's a whole thing. Yes,
and one thing came to my mind that's that day when I was reading that. I'm like, you know what? Maybe very soon I'll start responding on LinkedIn, like maybe I will do on X or even on Instagram, because I just feel like it's a more official platform, but at the same time I still feel like we shouldn't lose originality and the human feel and touch of having a social media platform, because that's what it is. It might be a formal professional, but it's still a social platform, and we shouldn't take that away.
Yes, that's amazing. Yes, let's get to the chat. We didn't leave you all out. It's great to hear you, Grace Cliffs. Yes, it's great to have you calling on the show, and I hope you all will continue calling, because it's amazing to hear all these different perspectives.
I'm waiting for Zara's Empire.
Yes, Zara's Empire, my nemesis. Please, where is Zara's Empire? Yes, Esther Lamma Shedrack says, leaders who are good listeners feel more relatable than those who do all the talks. Yes, Blessing Wakama says, I agree with Grace Cliffs on the need for balance. Yes, we agree too. Egemasi Innocent says, spiritual man to the world. I see you, my brother. Yes. Yes, I see you, Egemasi. Shout out to you too. Yes, Blessing Wakama says technology is useful, but it should not replace human connection. Yes, that's what AI is saying too. AI is saying too. Yes, Grace Cliff says, thank you so much. Yes, you're welcome. And I hope you keep calling in. Yes, amazing stuff. So with X, I think one of the things I find fascinating about these conversations is it's showing how nuanced it is. Because on one hand, it's easy to say, technology this, technology that. On the other hand, it's there's the whole balance thing too. But as far as X, I think Grace talked about something, and that's communication. How X and technology has made the distance between leaders and the people they lead seem non-existent. So, and how I think she also mentioned how there is that communication, and then there is also that narrative pushing, that propaganda aspect where, I mean, I don't even know half of the news that comes out to us right now, generally. How much of it is true or not, because sometimes it feels like the world is going crazy now, But I'd like, Dr. Eric, I know you are, I think you used to say you are the free speech officer of...
Yes, I'm in charge of free speech on the campus.
Right. So how have you seen technology change the way we communicate or the way we connect? Normally we try not to get political on the show, and you don't have to. No. But I mean, would love to hear your insight as someone who's on the forefront.
Well, I think technology, one of the negatives, and positive, it eliminates fear.
Right. Okay.
When you talk about a human connection, when you're talking about being present with a person,
right?
Sometimes you get nervous about what you want to say, how you want to say it, how it's going to be received from the other person.
Right.
The good and the bad about technology is that fear, I call it internet strength, goes away. Right. And so what we see is people sharing their true, genuine selves, what's happening in the moment in their world, around the world, right? Whether it's poverty, war, right? Politics, celebrations, right? You see the real. What it also happens is you get the anger of people coming out. Things people say to other people on social media platforms that I would argue would never say to you in person.
Right. I think you can relate to that.
Right. Yeah. And that community builds up a lot of resentment and anger. And so people go in and out of liking social media. They like it some days, other days they feel beat down or depressed by it, and they go back and forth.
Right. That is interesting. Yes, we'll come to that. This is still Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio. We'll go in on the last lap after we come back from this break. Boom.
Hello, this is Akila speaking here from the Awesome Radio Network. We are your vehicle to help drive the gospel of Jesus throughout all the world and to every creature. If God has placed radio ministry on your heart, we'd love to connect with you. Our number is 252-756-3137. That's 252-756-3137. We are Awesome Radio. We're growing. Thank you for growing with us.
Yes, welcome back to Awesome Radio, and this is Pitt Perspectives, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from right here in Eastern North Carolina to the rest of the world. Yes, I'd like us to bring this together so we'll have a little more time to talk about the upcoming events, because there's so much going on, around this weekend especially. But yes, Dr. Eric, you are our man of the moment, so I guess it's befitting to ask you our final question. In your opinion and in your experience, what makes a leader feel real and human?
I believe, and we heard it from the last text or the last message coming in, is that leaders say a lot.
Okay.
Leaders are naturally talkers. Right. But what starts to distinguish between a good leader or a bad leader or a genuine leader is the person who follows through on the things they say, right? You should never promise things that you can't deliver on. You should never create a policy you cannot enforce, right? And we hear too often that leaders pander to the audience, right? And will say what they believe others want to hear because they want to be liked, because they want to get likes or touches, right? But we also see those leaders who will be reserved in what they promise because they know they have to deliver on those promises, right? And it doesn't mean that you always have to be successful in the delivery. I think that's where leaders make the mistake of thinking if I can't get it to the finish line, then I'm going to be judged negatively. No, it's part of it's the journey. Like I think people respect the fact that if you say you're going to do something and you go out and try to do it, that's and don't accomplish it, that still puts you in a better light than that individual who either doesn't say anything and doesn't do anything, or promises the world and doesn't even try.
That is amazing. Come on, amen to that. Amen. Yes, Letitica B says in the chat, a strong leader isn't the loudest, they are the most consistent. That's interesting. Lead by example, speak with purpose, and when you do speak, people will listen. Amen to that. Letitica, you should write a book or something. That's amazing.
Yeah, she's always so poetic.
Yeah, that's poetic too. Yes. A strong leader isn't the loudest.
Remember, I got the name for my book already because I've trademarked it. Be the benchmark.
Yes, be the benchmark. Yes,
right.
Yes,
be the benchmark. Be the motivation for others.
Yes,
but lead by example. Be the benchmark.
That's powerful. Actually.
By the way, that's trademarked, so nobody can take that.
Yeah, I see that in your email. In your email signature.
I also want to book. What do you call it? trademark something. At the end of the day,
Oh yeah. At the end of the day,
yes,
the day is
I'd
gonna
like to
end,
book my.
right?
And then Abby Dean says,
Abide and pray always. You
Okay.
don't even read your Bible.
abide and pray. Always.
Yes.
What kind of Dr. Eric should return. He's
Yes.
very relaxed.
Yeah. Oh wow.
He's getting
What do you think? You should every once in a while. I know you have a busy schedule.
No, I
come-
love this show. I
Oh,
would be
yeah?
on this every weekend if you would have me.
Okay, yeah.
But realize the reason why I'm relaxed,
Yeah.
Abby, the reason why I'm relaxed is
Yeah.
because think about what I have to deal with in my regular day.
Oh, okay.
Right? When you're going from this to that and back,
Right,
and then
right.
you get an emergency
Right,
call, and you're running
right.
outside, and you're playing drums on the mall
right.
with Victor, right?
Yeah, you play
you're
drums
doing
with
all
us.
this stuff,
Yes, you
right?
play drums
That
with
sitting
us.
here and being able to talk
This is
to
soft talk,
friends
right?
is relaxing.
That's amazing. Hey, yes, I think Dr. Eric should return. Maybe we'll pace it out. Maybe once a month or once every other. We'll be glad to-
Whatever you all need.
Yeah, just have you come in with us and just chop it too, And who knows?
I could be the X to your Gen Z.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
'cause I'm Gen X.
Yes. Okay.
You're right.
How
I'm
about
right
that?
in the middle of Gen X.
How about
you know
that?
how much Gen X doesn't always like Gen Z,
Right,
right.
but I love Patrick.
Oh,
He says that,
I'm
but his
jealous.
actions have not been
So,
aligned. With what? Yes. But yes. Dr.
but to
Eric-
be fair, hold on. You remember he told me once his wife brought you.
Yes,
like,
she
gave
did.
you-
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
right,
caught him
right.
in the middle of a thunderstorm, and Patrick, in all his wisdom, was going to ride a metal bicycle down a flat piece of land in the middle of a thunder and lightning storm. And my wife said, no, you come with me. And she didn't even know who he was.
Oh wow.
Right, so when they were like connecting, and my wife's like, "Do you know this kid Patrick?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know Patrick."
Oh wow, that is amazing. I'm sure your wife would be like, you know everybody, because apparently literally.
Right. And
that's
think
it.
about it, we have 30,000 students or
Right.
28,000 students
Right.
at ECU. So for my wife to randomly pick up this person
What are
that
the
says he
odds?
knows you and then says, "Do you know him?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I love Patrick. Gavin, my son knows Patrick." Yeah.
Oh wow, that is incredible. Yes, Patrick is always fond of that. He would be riding his bike then everywhere. Yes, Dr. Eric. Yes, they say Doctor has got some lines too. Yes, you have a ton of fans already. A good leader possesses integrity, self-awareness, courage, and empathy. It's been such a great conversation that we are almost running out of time, and we didn't get to the community events. But yes, Pirate Fest is happening today from 11 to 7 p.m. It's on First Street this year.
Yes.
Yes, because Town Common is on renovation. Yes, we have Dogwood Festival in Farmville going on today too. What else do we have?
Greenville United takes
Yes,
Johnston
Greenville
County.
United is playing tomorrow. Johnston County, 6 p.m. at JP2 Catholic High School. Yes, come on.
Is that soccer or football?
Yeah,
Soccer
football
or football? Oh,
and
okay.
football. Soccer and football. Yes, both. Yes,
Both.
yes.
Because the U.S. is going to do well this World Cup.
Well, I hope they do.
That's a whole nother
Yes.
story, right?
Yes.
US,
It's a whole
because
nother
I'm a sports fan,
Oh, you really?
and I love my soccer, right?
That's amazing. That's
and
amazing.
U.S. is going to do well this year.
Yes.
Although I'm a little worried about Portugal and Germany, and I don't think
not even worried
I don't
about-
think
I want
Argentina is going to do it again.
Portugal?
Yeah,
Okay.
Portugal. Yeah,
I
That's
feel like France
amazing.
is going to win it all.
You-
France is going
France?
to win it all.
France?
yes.
No.
You know
France
what?
always
You
chokes.
know
They're
what?
too stacked.
You know what's
I mean?
amazing is we actually went to the studio last week to talk about our season of pre-World Cup podcast episode.
Yep.
That's something we can bring you on to.
Yeah,
How about that,
absolutely.
guys?
Yes.
Yes, amazing. Yes, let's
We
do
are
it.
out of time.
Yes, let's make this. It's been an amazing conversation. Shout out to everyone who called. History is made today because today we had our first international callers and our first international woman caller. It's been an amazing time with Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio. And it's still your man on the mic, Victor Ihuka with AY and Patrick and Dr. Eric. We'll see you next week. Same station. Not touch the dial. Boom.